We're back. Texas Night Live, Rhodes Rants, John Matrix, and potentially Fatal J.
He's late as
Oh,
always, man.
oh,
Yeah,
he
because
is
he sent me a message on
fashionably
Twitter.
late.
He sent me a message on Twitter and it's like, "What time?" I told him 6:20, and fashionably late. You know, you always have that one friend that's never on time. We all know that one person that can't be on
That's
time.
funny.
So
And we've got one person in the chat, Wookiee Lives Matter, unless he's already bailed.
yeah, that's me.
Since we came on late. But
I don't
how's
see
it going,
nothing on
John, by the way?
it's going good. I don't see anything on the screen. It's still black.
Yeah, we're live, man. I'm watching the feed. We're
Okay.
live.
Maybe I need to refresh the screen here. Okay, there it is. Now I see one.
Oh, funny.
What's that?
Yeah, he's still in the house. Wookiee Lives Matter. He's still in the house.
How you doing, Wiki?
And tonight we're doing Star Wars and top 10 martial arts films of all
this
time.
is gonna be really fun. Really fun.
So that ought to be interesting. We got,
and as always, I always think I have the best top 10.
we got some.
Hello, my
interesting
friends.
Star
Can y'all
Wars
hear me
stuff
pretty
going
good?
on, too.
Yeah, you're kind of blasting our ears a little bit, but that's normal.
Okay,
What's up,
hold on.
Jay?
Let me turn some stuff down.
Man, your gain is always like super high, man.
He's good. He's
All right, guys. That a little bit better?
Yes, that's better.
that's fine.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Probably the best.
Yeah, that is good. All right. So we got Star Wars.
Yeah.
We got Star Wars news out there floating around. Yeah. Of course, the top 10 martial arts list. I don't think we've determined what next week's list is going to be yet, although I've got some different ideas.
Well, I'm going to go live. I'm going to go live on Friday, so we can kind of decide once we get done here.
Okay, cool. Lots of different sort of little Star Wars tidbits anyway. The biggest one is the Daisy Ridley interview that came out today about her being actually very respectful of the fans and saying she thinks it's completely fair. Don't enjoy it if they think the direction of the story or the arc should have went a different direction. Basically, the polar opposite of Ryan Johnson and Pablo Hidalgo and Chuck Wendig and all these other people. She almost had a paragraph that should have been something we should have seen from somebody like Kathleen Kennedy like a year and a half ago. Where, hey, you know, I know you didn't like necessarily where the direction of the franchise went or where the story went. And besides me,
about
no, I haven't seen it yet.
Kathleen Kennedy?
No, and Daisy Ridley.
No, I haven't done a video on it yet.
Okay.
I've seen videos pop up about it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
What's up, Rook?
What's up, Rookie?
So,
I saw the story last night, but I didn't record a video on it.
So, Rose, what was she talking about again?
Well, she did an interview with USA Today, and she basically said they asked her about the Last Jedi backlash, and she come out and said that, you know, if a fan base essentially doesn't agree with the storyline or the story arc, or the direction of a character or how a story should go. And she had a very key phrase in there. She used the words, something that the fans feel hold very dear to themselves. and she thinks that that's fine. The fans should criticize it if they don't agree with the direction.
Now, isn't this interesting?
Essentially, the opposite of what. Yeah.
Isn't this interesting that all this is coming out once the contract is up?
Opposite. I think we're going to get more and more as we go. I think John Boyega is kind of biding his time and waiting. I don't know. Do you think we're going to continue to see this fallout after the next movie comes?
It sounds like it.
Oh yeah. I mean, Boyega is the one I'm really waiting to hear on, but I also think that that Tony Daniels may say something. I don't know. He's such a nice guy, though. I don't know if he will, but how underutilized him and C3PO and R2D2 have been used.
Oh yeah.
So I can see Tony Daniels saying something.
Right.
John, you think that Boyega is the high head of the group?
Is he the hothead?
Yeah.
I think he's actually probably going to be more vocal, probably than Mark Hamill, because he seems like he's that kind of person.
Yeah,
I really do think so. So just wait until.
I think he's got some. I think him and Oscar Isaac have a lot of beef about The Last Jedi. Because they were so poorly used in that movie, and had no story progression. Mark Hamill's
going to stop either.
No, he's gonna really let loose.
I think he's going to let loose on episode 9 too, because I really think this dude only has about 10 minutes of screen time in episode 9.
Can I ask you guys something? Can y'all hear me pretty good?
Yeah.
What happened between the love interest between Finn and Rey? Because I thought they was trying to shape that up as they was going to get together, like something was going to grow between that, and then they switched it with him and Rose Tico.
Yeah, but if you look at The Last Jedi, though, she kissed him. He didn't really kiss her.
Yeah, because it was kind of stale. You know?
Yeah, and then Rey kind of friend zoned him at the end of Last Jedi.
Yeah, because she gave him that look like, well,
no,
go ahead.
She said, "Thank you, my friend." She said that. But even in The Force Awakens, it didn't really seem like she was necessarily into Finn. It seems like Finn was much more into her.
Yeah.
Than the other way around. So I don't know.
And what I hate about Finn, it seemed like Finn had so much potential in Force Awakens. Like I thought maybe he was gonna get some training and be more than what he was in Last Jedi. He was still goofy in The Last Jedi.
Let me tell you this though. I think one big mistake I think J.J. Abrams made in The Force Awakens. He pretty much rushed Finn and Rey, like him having all these feelings for her and everything like that. I'm like, you just met her like a day ago, and he's like ready to die for her.
Yep.
That I was like, that doesn't even feel right. That's one of the reasons I didn't like the movie. I mean, he was like, Rey.
Maybe
like, oh come on.
He ain't seen many women up there in the First Order.
No, I mean Luke wasn't even ready to like. Luke
was
wasn't ready to die for Leia, and neither was Han Solo in A New Hope.
That's true.
They didn't really know each other. You know, Han Solo said, "Dad better her than me." That's what he said.
Yeah, it was rushed.
Funny. Senator Micah D2, Anthony M, what's up? Yeah, I don't know. I think we talked about a movie that Boyega was in the other day on your stream called Attack the Block, which was a film.
I didn't see it.
And he showed a lot of potential in that.
That's why I was really excited.
And then Oscar Isaac, I mean,
he's
we've seen him we've seen him in all kinds of movies that he's been good in.
Yes.
Triple Frontier on
That's a good
Netflix right now. He's excellent in.
I'm gonna tell you another.
These actors aren't
good movie.
stupid. They know a shitty movie.
I'm gonna tell you another good movie
Turn
Oscar
off
Isaac was
anymore.
in. Did y'all ever see this movie? This girl, she was locked in a crazy home, and she kept daydreaming about being somewhere else while she was trying to escape from the crazy place. Do y'all remember that film?
No, I don't know it.
And Oscar Isaac played the crazy dude that was over the asylum.
Huh.
I'm gonna have to Google that real thing. It's a super good movie. It's almost like a comic book
that's
movie.
good.
Let me look it up here.
Cinedave is saying
Sucker Punch.
Is it Sucker Punch?
Y'all never seen Sucker Punch before?
Okay,
No,
I've heard that was good. I have not seen that. That's by the same people that put out Sin like City, I think. I may be wrong.
Hey, he's going to be in the Dune remake.
Yes, and that's my.
Yeah, man, that's some good actors in
Oscar
this.
Isaac.
Yes.
Josh Brolin's going to be in it. Jason Momoa.
Yep.
Dave Bautista. Stellan Skarsgård. Man, he's a great actor. I like
Jordan Rhodes. Let me tell y'all something about Dune. With that A-list cast, I feel like Dune might be a Star Wars killer. Now, I know I'm ready for the dust to hit me, but I'm telling you, if you're familiar with the Dune storyline and the franchise, I'm telling you, this movie could be the Star Wars killer. Have y'all ever seen
there are some massive.
Have y'all ever seen the old?
I know there's some big Dune fans out there.
Hey, let me. Lord Callis has something here. He says she kissed him on the forehead. Asked your wife if she would be okay with your girlfriend kissing you on the forehead. My wife doesn't want any woman kissing me anywhere, no matter how they feel about me. That don't even matter. Not even
Sucker Punch. I saw that at the drive-in, and my wife slapped me for drooling the whole time.
It's a weird movie, but it's a good movie.
I'm gonna have to
check it out then. I got that on my watch list. Hey, while I got everybody here real fast, I watched Shaft. And
everybody's saying it's good.
It kicks ass.
Yeah.
It's in my top 5 films.
Yeah, Jeremy Gibson Gamer said it was good.
Sam Jackson through this entire movie. I mean,
I love it.
He slaughters beta males everywhere. I mean, because his son's a millennial beta male. And I mean, Shaft. The shit is so good.
It makes fun of SJWs.
God dang. Richard Roundtree's back.
It makes fun of SJWs. Oh, okay.
It makes fun. I mean, it's like,
okay. You know what?
He's asking his.
You know what? You know what? I gotta say this now, man. I gotta call out the woke media for racism. So they're gonna give that movie horrible reviews because it's so anti-SJW. It's not up to date and everything. They don't like an all-black cast. But you know what? They gave this show a 94 on the tomato meter.
Wow.
And it is so anti-SJW. You know what show I'm talking about? Cobra Kai.
Well, maybe it's because the Daniel's daughter is in it. I don't know.
No, they don't like a black cast. That's what it is. I'm calling that out right there. So the black cast can be anti-SJW. Yep, but the white cast, they can make fun of SJWs. It's okay. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, that first Shaft was a good movie.
The audience loves Shaft.
Oh man, I love Shaft. The Shaft 2000, that was good too.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Man, Jeffrey Wright was so good as People Hernandez, man. He made you
And guess,
they made him be like a real Latino. He's just
yeah,
a black guy. He's not even
and
Latino.
Christian Bale was in that movie
Yeah,
too.
Christian Bale was so racist in
That's
that
right.
movie.
That's right.
Yeah, he's
That's right.
Walter Wade Jr. He killed this man. He was
That was
so,
back in the
what's that?
that was back in the Christian Bale Equilibrium and American Psycho days.
Yeah,
I love
right
him.
back in there. But the audience,
the audience what?
I absolutely, yeah. Shaft was so entertaining. Action movie, comedy. Man, it's not on the scale of something like John Wick or Endgame.
Oh no, it's not supposed to be like that.
But for a grounded action movie, it is very good.
Yeah, it's supposed to be just a
good,
type movie.
very entertaining.
It's like I really like Snakes on a Plane. I guess
that was a funny movie.
Man, I love that movie, man. I love that movie. It's a movie that will never win any awards, but man, it's just a damn fun ride watching that movie.
This is one thing I noticed by Samuel L. Jackson. He can just roll.
I'm glad you brought that up.
What'd you say, Rhodes?
Huh. Here's an idea for a top 10 list at some point. Top 10 favorite horrible movies.
That's gonna be tough, man.
Because yeah,
you already know mine. I've said mine like multiple times.
Oh, hear about Ezra Miller staying as the Flash. Hey, check this out.
I heard about that.
I saw the director of It is in negotiations to direct the Flash now.
That might be good.
About that?
I think that'll work.
Might be interesting. Yeah. I don't like Ezra Miller.
Yeah,
I don't.
The
either.
problem is I like.
Here's the thing:
Grant Gustin on the TV show, and I got a lesser version of the Flash on the.
See,
big
I already
screen
know.
now.
I already know.
So that's going to be tough. That's
I already know,
sell
man.
for me.
When if I watch the Flash movie, I'm going to be disappointed because it's not going to live up to the TV show. That TV show is so good, except for season 4, which is terrible.
Yeah,
terrible. But Grant Gustin as the Flash is great. If they made a movie about the Green Arrow, they're not going to be able to top the Arrow TV show. I think it's just going to be tough.
No.
So if you watch the CW series, you're going to be spoiled.
They would do better to.
What's that?
They would do better to incorporate that universe in.
The CW and Warner Brothers they need to come up with some kind of agreement to make these shows with Grant Gustin, Stephen Amell, but we know it's never going to happen, because they want to do their own thing. Manu Bennett, he's the main one that needs to go to DC. He's my favorite character in the Arrowverse.
Yeah, when Batwoman gets canceled, hopefully they'll greenlight a Deathstroke TV show.
see, I did a video. Nobody watched it. Man, that video did horrible. 40 views, where Joan Mantelongo was supposed to be Deathstroke, and now Warner Brothers is looking for a new Deathstroke now. So,
yeah, there's actually a deleted scene out there where he's talking to Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah, I saw that. I wasn't sure if that was
end of the Justice League.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was just somebody just made that in to incorporate, because I was like, I don't remember seeing this on anything.
No, they were setting up the Injustice League. Man, I got a cat over here acting nuts. I think she found a fly in the house and she's going crazy.
Oh.
That stuff only happens.
Okay, yeah, get it. Top 10 favorite martial arts films.
Yes, this is gonna be fun.
What do you think, fellas?
It's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be a good one.
Man, I've got a honorable mention.
Yeah, I got like 9 honorable mentions.
Me too.
Oh,
And man, I revised my top 10 like 3 times. It's tough, man.
I've got 9 honorable mentions too. Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 10.
Yeah.
Fatal J.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me pretty good?
Fatal J, you want to?
Yes, sir. Can y'all hear me pretty good?
Yeah, you sound good, man.
Okay, I got a strange feeling y'all can't hear me, but okay. Yes, y'all want me to kick it off?
Yeah, kick it off, man.
Okay, this is my honorable mentions, and I'm gonna trip y'all out with this first honorable mention because y'all probably say this is not a martial arts kung fu movie, but I consider it a martial arts movie. The Crow. What do y'all think about The Crow?
I never considered that a martial arts movie.
The only reason why I consider a martial arts movie is
interesting.
Whose son it was.
Yeah.
It's some of the
Brandon Lee.
Yeah, it's a damn good action movie. I don't consider it a martial arts movie.
Okay, and I'm gonna blow your mind.
You know, a movie that did.
Go ahead.
A movie that didn't make my list, but had Brandon Lee in it was Rapid Fire.
I like,
and I almost put that on my
honorable mention. I tell you one that you could have put in though with Brandon Lee.
Yeah,
the movie he did with Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah, was he a cop?
Showdown in Little Tokyo.
Yeah, that's a great movie. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, it didn't even make. I just thought of it just now. It didn't even make my honorable mentions. That was a good movie though.
Okay, let me blaze through the honorable mentions. Okay. You gonna trip out, John, but I put Ip Man on here.
Honorable mention?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Undisputed 2. Only the Strong. Jet Li Hero.
That's a good one.
And I think that's it for my honorable mentions.
Okay.
All right, number 10. I don't know if y'all ever seen this before, but Street Fighter Assassin Fist. Have y'all ever seen that?
Never heard of it.
Man, I'm telling you.
Never heard of it.
It's you know the video game Street Fighter, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The movie was terrible.
No, I'm not talking about the one with
I know.
With your boy.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Y'all check it out when y'all get some time. Number 9, Best of the Best. Have y'all ever seen that?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one right there. I forgot about that one.
Absolutely.
I forgot about that one.
Number 8.
I didn't.
Kickboxer.
Okay.
Number 7, Bloodsport. Now, Bloodsport was the one with Kumite, right?
Yeah, that's the one in Hong Kong.
Okay. I'm supposed to blow y'all minds with this number 6. Y'all gonna really laugh when I tell y'all this one. Number 6, 1990s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh no, man. I mean, I like the movie.
Yes,
but it ain't nowhere near my top 10.
The reason why, guys, the reason why, because I put movies that really was a part of my childhood. You know what I mean?
I think we all did.
And when I saw that movie, it blew my mind.
That dude.
All right, number 5, Kill Bill, number 1.
So I never even thought about it.
Number 5, Kill Bill, number 1, the first movie.
I need to see that one. I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen Kill Bill?
I haven't seen Kill Bill. I haven't seen Kill Bill.
Matrix.
Oh, come on,
after this, please watch it on Netflix if you get a chance.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, both of us on Netflix.
I mean, I just never got over them giving David Carradine Kung Fu the TV show when that's Bruce Lee's idea and Bruce Lee was supposed to star in it.
Yeah,
I never. They did him dirty, man.
Yeah, it was real racist back then, though.
Yeah,
you know?
they did him dirty.
Number 4. I don't know if y'all seen this movie, but it's called Master of the Flying Guillotine. Number 3.
I think I've heard of it.
Number 3, this movie is called Shogun Assassin. That was the movie I was telling y'all about where the guy was walking around with the baby and still killing people. Number two, Jet Li Unleashed. And the reason why I put Jet Li Unleashed at number two, I've never seen fight choreographed like that. I mean, he was brutal in that movie.
Okay.
And of course, my number one is going to go to the king of Kung Fu martial arts of all time. Number one, Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon.
Ding, ding, ding. And you know what? Speaking of when we were doing our top 10 film scores, I completely forgot about Lalo Schifrin's score to Enter the Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he also did the music for Rush Hour also. That's why Rush Hour music sounds so much like Enter the Dragon.
And I forgot one of my honorable mentions is Rush Hour 2. I forgot about that.
Yeah. That's more of an action movie, though.
Yeah, but you still got Jackie Chan. You know what I mean?
But it's an action movie that they just so happen to do martial arts.
Yeah.
Like the ones on my list are strictly martial arts movies for the most part.
Yeah.
So.
All right, y'all. That's Jake.
Okay.
I definitely got some action movies here. So that I cut out of my list last week. I can tell you that. John Matrix.
Honorable mention. And the reason why I put this one as an honorable mention is because I think it's probably more of an action comedy where they just so happen to do martial arts. Bit Trouble in Little China. So that's
that's a good.
I like it.
Yeah. I got Rumble in the Bronx. American Ninja 2. The Bit Boss Bruce Lee. And the reason the only reason why that one is on there, it was such a low budget movie and the production quality, but the martial arts, man, killer.
Now, see, John, you right, because I wanted to put some more Bruce Lee, but most of the ones I like were so low budget from China.
Yeah, from Hong Kong. He didn't do China.
I mean, Hong Kong, yeah.
Once Upon a Time in China with Jet Li.
Real fast.
Home. What's that?
Oh, yeah. Chubby Teddy asked, does equilibrium count? I looked at it real hard, but I ultimately called it an action movie. So I left it off my list, and I looked at it an hour before we started. Y'all know what movie that is with Christian Bale?
Yeah, I've seen it before. Yeah, it is.
Oh, my God, that's a good movie.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
All right. Let me finish up my honorable mentions. Kit Boxer, honorable mention. This next one here, I don't think either one of you guys had it on the list. Honorable mention, No Retreat, No Surrender.
That sound familiar.
It was Van Damme's first movie.
I know what you're talking about.
It was Van Damme's first movie.
Yep.
No Retreat.
No Retreat, No Surrender.
Right.
He actually plays a Russian in that movie. Fist of Fury, Bruce Lee, Fearless, Jet Li as Ho Won Ja, and Ip Man 2. That's my honorable mentions. Now, the top 10. This number 10, I bet you guys have never even thought of this movie, but I loved it. Number 10, The Last Dragon.
I almost put that on the list.
I love that movie, man.
That's Bruce Leroy.
Bruce Leroy, man.
I thought about it.
Yeah.
And the villain was even good. Show enough.
Yep. Yeah,
I got that on.
What's the guy's name? Julius somebody. He died a few years ago, though.
Yeah.
Number 9.
Matter of fact, he play on that Bruce Campbell Western, that Rose Red Light?
I don't know. Rose, you know?
Rose, you know what I'm talking about? That Western you like with Bruce Campbell?
Briscoe. Yeah.
I think the villain showed enough.
Briscoe County Jr.
Briscoe County Jr.?
Yeah.
Number 9. I don't think you guys have this on the list either. Revenge of the Ninja with Sho Kazooie. Came out in like 1982.
No.
Man,
That's a
that's a great movie, man.
I like that movie.
Yes. Number 8, Bloodsport.
Yes, sir.
Now, number 7
Yeah.
actually has the worst martial arts out of every movie on the list, but it's such a great movie, it has to go on the list. The Karate Kid, 1984.
Yeah, you're right. It was sloppy.
See, I got that as a drama. Yeah.
Yeah, the reason I put it in there because
So I
it's
left
mainly
off.
about martial arts, really. Number 6, Way of the Dragon, Bruce Lee. That's when he fights Chuck Norris in the Coliseum.
Yeah.
Really good movie. And that's action comedy right there. Number 5. Now, this is a movie I'm going to bet neither one of you guys have thought of. Iron Monkey. That's another Hong Kong movie. It has Donnie Yen is in it. As Wong Ki Yen.
I've seen it. Yeah.
That is a great movie. That final fight,
good.
wow, was amazing. And
do y'all feel like Donnie Yen has got his respect in Hollywood?
Well, he's mostly a Hong Kong actor.
Yeah.
For the most part, but he grew up here. He grew up in Boston. But then he went back to he was born in Guangzhou, outside of Hong Kong, and then he moved here when he was a kid and he graduated from high school here in Boston, and then he moved back to Hong Kong for his action career. He's a big time star over there.
I was so happy to see him in Rogue One.
Yes, me too, because I was always a big fan of him. So, number 4.
What's up, Matthew? What's up, James Clark?
Number 4, The Last Samurai. I know that one probably more of a drama, but the core of it is the samurai.
Yeah.
So it has to be on there. Number 3.
That's a hell of a good
movie.
movie.
It is.
Number 3. This is the most important movie in martial arts history. Without this movie, there's no Jackie Chan, there's no Kung Fu or martial arts in any of these movies now. It was the first great Kung Fu movie, Enter the Dragon. And I thought about putting it in number 1.
Yeah.
I really thought about putting it in number 1. But I couldn't because the top 2. Number 2, Ip Man. The first one. Donnie Yen. Man, it's and this movie.
I thought that was going to be your number 1.
No. The martial arts is so good, but the story is just so good in that movie about Yip Man. Number 1, and this is the first one I thought of. Junkin Part 2, or in English, Drunken Master Part 2, A Legend of the Drunken Master.
That's a good one.
That had some of the best, probably the best martial arts I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And it probably the best martial arts we'll ever see in a movie. Have you seen that, Rhodes? I thought you probably didn't see that one, right?
I hadn't had a chance to see it yet. Wookiees Live Matter. He likes that movie as well. It was up in the comments.
Yeah. Oh, you put it on Chinese Connection. Chinese Connection is actually Fist of Fury.
Well, let me ask before Rose you start. I want to ask John something.
Yeah.
John, do you think if Game of Death by Bruce Lee would have got finished, it would have been better than Enter the Dragon?
I think if Game of Death got made and he finished it, because his character is going to be called High 10, and they changed him to Billy Lowe. That 16 minutes of footage that he recorded, man, that was some of the best martial arts I'd ever seen.
I agree.
And actually, back then, the cameras weren't as fast as now. So every time we saw Bruce Lee on screen, it was a slowed down version. But there is a unslowed down version of him and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar fighting. Oh my God, it's so good.
Yeah. And I'm
gonna
tell you
had
something.
The potential to be the best kung fu movie ever.
And I'm gonna tell you something. It's so funny because the concept of the movie is just like an old video game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of like our honorable mention I could have put was 36 Chambers of Shaolin too.
Yeah.
Gordon Liu, you know, that pagoda kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It could have been there. But man, I wish he could have finished that movie. But he stopped making that movie to go to Hollywood and make Enter the Dragon.
Yeah. Rose, you ready?
Good stuff. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm going to preface this by saying there's a lot of shitty action movies that have a lot of martial arts in them on my list. And it's because it's movies I grew up watching that had too much martial arts in it to make the list last week for top 10 action movies. So it made my either honorable mentions or actually made my list. So these are honorable mentions. Number 19, Double Impact.
I like that one.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
Epic fight. Number 18 is The One, Jet Li.
Yulaw.
Number 17.
I like that one.
The Last Samurai.
Okay.
Now, in parentheses, I've actually got that more of a drama.
Yeah.
Okay.
I understand.
Number 16, Cradle to the Grave, also a Jet Li movie.
Is that with DMX?
Number 15.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
And I like that director. I can't remember who directed that freaking movie. Number 15, The Transporter.
You consider that a martial arts movie?
Hey, man, does anybody remember him kicking down that door? He kicked a lot of massive ass in that movie. Yeah, I mean, the problem is it's kind of can put it in. It has too many martial arts to have made my list last week. I actually cut it. Number 14 is Exit Wounds. That'd be Steven Seagal, DMX. Number 13, Out for Justice, also Steven Seagal. Number 12, Hard to Kill,
Steven Seagal.
also Steven Seagal.
You're Steven Seagal.
By the way, these honorable mentions, yeah, I am, or at least I was before the wheels fell off. And number 11 is a movie that features Kenpo karate. And when this movie came out, this dude was insane. It starred a guy by the name of Jeff Speakman.
The Perfect Weapon. I knew you were going to say that.
Perfect Weapon.
I remember it because I
remember that movie.
He used to turn that ring around. If he turned that ring around on the tiger side, you was supposed to get beat down.
I haven't seen that.
He was the guy that hit 11 strikes in 1 second. It was nuts.
Damn.
And I actually saw that movie in the theater. The one of the 12 people that saw it in the country in the theater. Number 10, Kickboxer.
Okay.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Sir.
Okay.
Number 9, The Best of the
Damn,
Best.
I can't believe I forgot about Best of the Best.
Eric Roberts.
James Earl Jones.
Yeah, the best
James
of the
Earl
best.
Jones is in that.
It's highly underrated.
Hey, Rose,
Number 8,
by the way, Rose,
this was
part
brought
2
up
was really good too.
Best of the Best part 2 is very good. You're right.
I've never seen part 2.
This was brought up. Yeah, it's good, man. Check it out. Number 8, Showdown in Little Tokyo.
Ooh,
yeah.
I'm glad you didn't forget about
that. Dolph Lundgren and Brandon Lee.
Man, I like that movie.
Yes.
Tia Carrera.
Yeah, absolutely. Nobody ever thinks about it. But it is a badass.
I don't
flick.
ever remember it coming out in the movie.
Number
theater.
7. Yes, it did because I saw it in the movie theater.
That came out in like 87, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
No,
80.
it was later than that.
It was late.
I was probably about I don't know, around 90 maybe. Number 7, Mark for Death, Steven Seagal. About 172 Jamaicans in that movie.
I love that movie.
Yeah, I do too. And he breaks like 17 arms in that flick, I think.
Yeah.
Number
Screwface.
6. Screwface, that's right. Number 6, Universal Soldier.
Ooh.
And
I don't know if that's a martial arts
epic movie. You can't tell me at the end there is an epic martial arts fight between Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren gets ripped to shreds at the end by that machine.
Absolutely. And he has the epic holding up the ears and asks, "Can you hear me?" Oh, it's a great line. You remember he made the ear necklace? He chopped all the ears off and put them on a necklace and then wore it around. Oh, shit. Number 5, Bloodsport, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Number 4, Number 4, Kill Bill Volume 1. Number 3, Kill Bill Volume 2.
Wow.
See, I didn't like 2 better than 1.
Yeah. I like 2 quite a bit more than 1, actually. But I'm a Michael Madsen fan, and Michael Madsen had a bigger role in Volume 2. Number 2, and this is a movie nobody ever thinks about, Lone Wolf McQuade, Chuck Norris. And he plays a Texas Ranger, and he has an epic ending battle.
How could I forget the Chuck Norris
in that movie? And
you know, we from Texas.
Freaking awesome.
Texas. How did we forget the king, Chuck Norris?
I didn't forget him. Chuck Norris is a great fighter. He doesn't have a whole lot of great kung fu.
I didn't forget.
I can agree on that too.
He was a real fighter in real life.
Yeah, I mean,
killer.
You know, I got the number 1. Enter the Dragon, Bruce Lee.
Man, and I was so close to putting that movie at number 1, man.
It's the best.
He is the best. He is by far the best.
He's the best.
It's not even close. I mean, even Chuck Norris said he couldn't beat him. And he taught Bruce Lee how to kick. Because in
Bruce Lee's the perfect weapon.
Yeah, because Bruce Lee, he didn't believe in kicking during a fight until he met Chuck Norris, and they worked out for like 6 months. And Chuck Norris said within those 6 months, Bruce became just as good as him at kicking.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, because, you know, Bruce is all about, like, his Jeet Kune Do is really about, you know, good old being formless and styleless. You know, it's kind of like street fighting. That's what it really is.
Yeah.
I think, guys, I don't know. I got to thinking about this. I really want to do, I think maybe the next top 10 list. I think I want to do top 10 sci-fi movies that doesn't include Star Wars or Star Trek. What do you guys think?
Sci-fi, no Star Wars, no. Okay, so
and to let you know, Terminator does qualify.
Ooh.
Aliens would qualify.
Dude, you already know
Predator would
I think
qualify.
T2. I think T2 is going to be
So-
number one on everybody's list.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know.
When you throwing the
It's gonna
term,
be real.
I got an automatic contender. I got an automatic contender
Back
for
to the
number
Future.
one, and now T2 would be the contender too, but I don't know. I
Me too.
don't want to give it away because but
what about Predator? Because
so
we had Predator in the action
let's
movie
see.
category last time.
Okay, this is gonna be weird, but
Yeah, because Predator has spaceship.
that's a problem.
It has a
I don't
spaceship
know.
just at the
I mean,
beginning.
we could ask the chat.
But he still have future tech. Like he can turn
Just at the
invisible and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sci-fi.
Or
Yeah, we did.
We let it count actually, or did we eliminate it? I can't remember.
You talking about as far as
I think we
action movies?
action movie. Yeah.
Action movies, we had on
Yeah.
action movies because we said the only sci-fi was really just at the beginning with the ship. But other than that, it was like
You know what? This is our list. Predator qualifies.
okay.
So there it is.
Okay, good.
It's gonna qualify.
Okay. I got a Terminator film that might.
There you go.
I have an Arnold film that might be number one.
Hey, is the Matrix sci-fi?
Yes.
Okay.
I would say the Matrix counts. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? The Matrix could have been Kung Fu
Yeah.
too.
And there's all kinds of possibilities.
It's safe to say, guys, that Arnold Schwarzenegger's The Sixth Day is not making my top 10.
I thought about the Matrix. No, it's not making my honorable mention. Oh, so Blade Runner would qualify. All this, the sequels to Blade Runner or the sequel possibilities on this list. I can tell you right now. Like I'm already fired up for it as I'm thinking about it. I'm like, oh. There are some serious films. That's going to be a tough list. I can tell you right now.
So this will be next week on your channel?
Next week on or what's your have you thought about subjects for Friday's show?
Not yet because it's only Tuesday. It's only Tuesday right now. So but we can think of a top 10 for that show.
Okay. I didn't know if he was going to make us put a list together.
Oh yeah. We could definitely put a list together, but what topic do we want to go? What do we want to do?
I don't know. You do them hard ones like scores. Yes, I've got Die Hard as my number one Christmas.
I finally
movie.
saw Die Hard. It's a good movie. But it's not cracking my top 10.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
Have you watched the other two yet?
No, I haven't watched the other two yet.
Okay. It's a whole bunch of Die Hards.
Yeah, there's more than, what is it, like 5 of them?
Yeah, 4 or 5.
Well, you can stop at Live Free and Die Hard.
I agree.
That's
A Good Day to Die Hard is terrible.
Because there's Die Hard 2.
I wouldn't even go there.
What? There's Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Yeah, Die Hard with a Vengeance.
That's the third one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the fourth one is the last good one then, right?
Yeah, Live Free and Die Hard. And some people don't even like it, but
yeah.
You know. I actually thought it was still pretty good. I mean, it didn't have the epicness of the first 3, but it was all right. Now, A Good Day to Die Hard, just skip it. It's awful.
When did that one come out?
It is awful. Actually, it just came out like 4 or 5 years ago. So, and they're supposed to be making a new one right now. So,
All right.
I don't.
So help me
I
think
don't
of something
know.
for a Friday
We'll
show.
see.
Then. What's a good category?
That's a good question. What about
here
I thought
top
that was
10
pretty cool when
horror
the guy said
movies.
the top 10 worst movies.
Oh, no. I remember when we were talking about Road. The top 10 most underrated movies.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, we can do that on Friday. Top 10. Yeah, free range or whatever, action, whatever. And I
can
tell
think
you
of
this,
some right off the bat.
Terminator Salvation is on the list right off the bat.
That might be my number one.
I was thinking
that might be my number one.
I was
What
thinking
about
that it could be number one.
Yeah.
What about The Last Jedi? Would that make the list?
No.
Oh, hold on.
No.
You know what?
No.
You know I'm tripping. I'm still thinking of the 10 worst movies.
No.
We said 10 underrated. I'm sorry, guys.
Actually, you know what? You know what? Revenge of the Sith may be number one.
I agree too.
It may be number one. I know there's a whole bunch of people that love it. And
Do you guys think I'm wrong for making Revenge of the Sith my second favorite Star Wars movie?
No, it's my second favorite.
Okay.
But
okay.
Here's the thing. I remember the reviews when that movie came out. The media was saying that was the second best Star Wars movie ever. And now it kind of gets lumped in a little bit with Attack of the Clones and The Phantom Menace. And I'm like, do you guys have revisionist history?
No.
That movie got really good reviews when it came out. And now, just because it was cool, it was cool to hate on the prequels. Yeah, it may be number one. I don't know.
But quick question. What did you guys feel about The Phantom Menace?
I liked The Phantom Menace.
I liked it too, but it get trashed by so many people.
But you know what? It didn't get trashed when it was released. It became cool to hate on the prequels. I can tell you exactly when the hate for the prequels started. It happened around 2007, 2008, about 3 years after the prequels.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember the hate coming out for The Phantom Menace at all. I do remember that Attack of the Clones, I don't remember any hate for it, though.
But you know, I can understand hate for Attack of the Clones. I can understand that. But if you compare it to Last Jedi, Attack of the Clones is a masterpiece.
And Attack of the Clones, light years better.
Yeah.
Light years.
Yeah.
I mean,
I said The Last Jedi is 42 spots behind. I
mean,
The Phantom Menace is my worst Star Wars film.
I mean, Darth Maul is one of the coolest Star Wars characters ever.
Wookiee Live Matter likes Sith a good.
I mean, Sith. I don't think anybody really has Sith.
He's got Sith.
Number what? Oh, number 2. Yeah,
Number 2.
I know. Jeremy Geeks and Gamers has a number 2 also. I have a number 2 for Rob. Everything Star Wars is number 1. That's his favorite. And I could really make a case that it is number 1, but Return of the Jedi is my favorite, man. That's the one I grew up on.
Yeah.
Plus,
it's not gonna break my holy grail.
But
Lord Callus. That's his favorite.
Palpatine is my guy, and Palpatine goes full-fledged bad in Sith.
John, I saw your video about episode 9 needs Anakin. I agree.
Yeah, it makes complete sense, man. I mean, if they have Rey defeating the Emperor, like remember that rumor that came out that Palpatine like jumped into Kylo Ren, I believe, and Kylo Ren said, "Kill me" or something like that.
Right,
I mean, it would completely undermine Return of the Jedi. It wouldn't make any sense. Anakin is the chosen one. Anakin is the one that's supposed to bring balance to the Force, and he has to be in this movie and killing Palpatine. Once they brought Palpatine back in,
Yeah.
they have to bring Anakin back in.
I feel like we're going to get a ton of fan service for episode 9. So I feel like we will get Anakin in the form of Hayden Christian. You know what I mean?
I mean, if they bring him back, Ian McDermott as Palpatine, they should have just announced we're bringing Hayden Christian back as Anakin.
Yeah.
Listen, I need Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan in this movie. Does anybody?
Yeah.
I got that's on my must see.
Yeah.
And you know what? I can see them doing that.
He's got to be.
I can see them doing that because they made.
You're hearing his voice.
Yeah, but I think Anakin is more important to this movie than Obi-Wan. For continuity.
That's true.
He's more important. Now, I wondered if JJ really had a reason for, bringing in Ewan McGregor's voice. And honestly, to tell you the truth, if JJ Abrams didn't say that they brought in Ewan McGregor, nobody would have even noticed because you can barely even hear him talking. When he says, "Ray, this is your first steps," you can barely hear it in the movie.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even sound like him.
Oh, I heard it though. I was like, "Oh my God, that's Obi-Wan."
I can barely hear him.
I lost my shit on that.
Man, we need a McGregor movie, y'all.
I don't get Lord Callis says I don't get the hate for the prequels if you're watching for story. The prequels are a rough watch for me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But the prequels, to me,
not Revenge of the Sith. I love the movies, but the first two movies are. I can tell you right now, I still have to skip around.
Well, I can understand that with Phantom Menace because they made Phantom Menace so political.
When I'm watching,
I'll say this: the prequels overall aren't better than the original trilogy, but to me, the prequels have a better story. It's so much depth to the story, telling how the Empire was formed, the Clone Wars. It makes the universe feel so much bigger. It's so much depth. So the story is better to me, but the films overall are better.
Now, Rose, what you think about that?
It's some of the character interaction and stuff. Some of the acting is just, in the screenplay is just cringy to me. Some of the
I'm talking about
Padme stuff and the Jake Lloyd stuff. I know the story is good, but you still have to. It still has to be translated in such a way through interaction that. I mean, some of it's hard to watch. I'm like, the hairs on the back of my neck still stand up.
There was movies, and I just say George Lucas just came up to you right now, Rhodes. This is my story. We're gonna have Palpatine looking like a good guy in the background, and he's a Sith Lord behind the scenes. And Anakin is with Obi-Wan. You're gonna get to see the Clone Wars, and hey, there's gonna be clones of Jango Fett, who is Boba Fett's father, and Boba Fett is a clone. He's telling you the whole story. I'm like, man, this sounds really, really good.
That's true. You broke it down good with that.
Yeah.
It sounds great.
Now, did we
sounds
ever
great.
Really
Yeah. I mean, if I was doing 2 hour and 15-minute movie instead of, 4.5 hours worth of movie, yeah. I mean, like there's edits out there of the Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones where they've cut out a lot of a few of the cringy moments, and they flow a lot better. People that have re-edited them.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Sith is excellent. There's no disputing that, but the first two are just rough. They're a rough watch.
This is crazy. John made it sound so good, but then what if George Lucas mentioned one more thing, and he'll be like, "Oh yeah," and we have a character that we're bringing in called George Bates for comedy relief.
I wouldn't be that wouldn't have bothered me because they had C-3PO as comic relief too.
Yeah, but Georgia took it on another level.
But that was also the way they portrayed it on screen too. So, but it's just
one translated, the other one didn't. Oh, one 3PO worked.
yeah, no doubt.
Oh, I love Vader since I was a small boy in the 70s. Revenge of the Sith, along with the sequel, being a force-gasm.
No, I'll tell you one thing though, guys.
Yeah, first 6 movies, man. They're historic.
I'll tell you one thing. I do wish George would have started the prequels when Anakin in Attack of the Clones first, because we could have got to see his turn. It would have been much more impactful. Start from there. Then you have the Clone Wars cartoon. Then you get into Sith. And what if we got to see Anakin, in another movie? Basically, let's take this. Have Attack of the Clones as the first movie. Revenge of the Sith as the second movie. And then you get to see like Anakin hunting down Jedi in the third movie. And then he loses to Obi-Wan and get his...
Yeah, because if you think about it, Phantom Menace kind of wasn't needed.
Yeah. In a way, you just get to see him meeting Obi-Wan, but I don't think it was necessary because if you look at A New Hope, we didn't get to see Luke meet Obi-Wan. Luke already met. So I think Attack of the Clones would have been a more important movie to start off with first.
That's a good point.
I would have thought maybe, hey, do Attack of the Clones first, then have a full movie on nothing but the Clone Wars, an actual 2.5 hour like war movie.
Yeah,
right.
You know what though?
And then end with Revenge of the Sith. Now still have
So
the
you can
Clone
just talk
Wars
about one
TV
mission that
show
they have in the
there,
Clone Wars
but make it
in the movie.
Yeah, something. I mean, think about in the vein of Rogue One, maybe something like that, where they mission on screen.
Because the Clone Wars is my favorite time period in Star Wars. I love.
You said the
Wookiees lives matter. I like Willow.
What's that?
Willow's a classic, right?
Oh yeah, I love Willow.
Doesn't most people like Willow?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Willow is a good movie.
Yeah.
I've never seen a sword choreographed like I have in Willow with Val Kilmer. Do y'all remember his sword fight scenes?
Yeah.
I haven't even seen stuff like that in Kung Fu movies.
Yeah,
that really blew my mind because remember in the movie he kept bragging about he was the best swordsman in the land, and then when they finally put a sword in his hand, it was on. Willow is an underrated movie. That might end up on my list.
I don't think it was underrated. I don't think he's going to end up on my list.
Yeah, it's not gonna. It's not gonna make mine.
Yeah, I think it's rated properly.
It's now Lord Callus. You could put Maul in the middle movie somewhere.
No, I think we
then have a.
I think Maul need to be in the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. What you guys think about that?
Yeah.
I think it's possible.
Where he finally finished him off. Because we already got him back.
Yeah. Or the TV show. The TV series, maybe. All right, guys. Well, let's wrap it up. And Friday night.
Yeah.
What are we
8 p.m.
doing? 8
And you want
p.m.
to go earlier? Well, no.
Yep.
8 p.m. is good. Yeah.
Okay. Friday night, 8 p.m. John Matrix channel, top 10. We'll talk some Star Wars, I would guess, right, John?
Yeah.
So we're going to wrap it up right there. Thanks to everybody that came out tonight. James Clark, Lord Callis, Wookiee Lives Matter, Rizzo Cinema Gaming, Almighty Coon in the house. Chubby Teddy Monster Productions, Anthony M, Cinedave, Westerosi Ninja, Micah D2. Thank you to everybody that came out tonight. The Rookie Critic. And we will see you next week, same time, 6:20 p.m.
Goodbye.